This is what we're talking about. This is what we're going to get out of. This is where we're going to get clues for enormous hard work on ourselves. You will find, for example, that as some of us have found, even in a small way maybe, that to wake up, to snap out of this spell, to break the hoax, takes a great amount of energy. Which is why, look how simple and how logical it is. If I need a lot of energy to do anything, if I need a lot of energy to run from here to a home a block away, obviously I can't be wasting that energy in some other way. I can't be juggling oranges with my hands, or I can't be going the long way. I have to conserve my energy and put it into my task of getting down to that place where I want to go. We will now see where we're wasting energy. Do you remember what I said at the start, that you have to be dreadfully honest? Anytime I have the slightest dislike toward you, anytime I feel envious of this lady over here, anytime I am afraid, anytime I am hostile, anytime I pretend, I am wasting all this energy I need to wake up, to really make myself a new human being. So among our many, many projects that we have to do is to find ways to save this. Just to do this one thing alone requires 24-hour attention, because we don't know how we drain ourselves all day long. You watch yourself. You watch yourself when this meeting is over, 1 minute after it ends, wherever you go, and you see where you're wasting yourself in some foolish, stupid thought, some unnecessary motion, maybe even an unnecessary physical movement, a gesture. All that could be saved and channeled toward waking up. To save the energy, you have to see that you are wasting it. All this work is for people who really want out, and really want out very badly. And I must tell you that most people do not want out. It's easy to read a book. It's easy to discuss religion. It's easy to do anything. Anything is easier maybe than to do what we're trying to do. Therefore, you have to see the necessity of it in your personal life. Therefore, if you can be aroused at any time during any of these meetings, that is a very good thing for you. And if you feel negative at any time, or hostile at any time, toward any of the things you have heard tonight, toward the truth, you're not being hostile toward me, obviously, but toward the truth itself, which means you can see that and say, I'm not going to waste my energy in being hostile toward something that goes against my traditional beliefs or the way I have habitually lived. And if you give yourself enough jolts all day long, look, don't you know, I'll tell you what a person who is really working on himself is doing all day long. I'll simplify it so you'll see what to do. A person who is fed up with lying, with pretending, with trying to save the world before he's saved himself. A person who's tired of deluding himself gets certain ideas on how to work during his day, and then all day long he gives himself jolts, little jolts. And we could go into great detail if we want. I won't tonight. But perhaps you are shy about what? Speaking to someone. When you give yourself a task to say, I'm bashful about speaking to this lady, therefore I'm going to deliberately do it, you give yourself a jolt. And this jolt makes you conscious. And you say, you know, that's the first time I ever saw how shy and bashful I really was. Here I thought that I was a dynamic personality. And I wasn't at all. That was just a big bluff to cover how shy I really was. All day long you will find little tasks to give yourself to wake up. This is the whole thing. but you have to be willing to do it.